Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jen Marples Show. Welcome to episode 100. What? How did that happen? Wow. I mean, this started as a little dream for years. Years I had this dream of starting a podcast, and here we are at episode 100. If you've been here since day one, thank you. Thank you for being here. I do this for you. I do this for us. And I'm tickled pink. And that was an intentional play on words because you know me in pink. I am tickled pink. I'm tickled hot pink that I am here at episode 100. And if you're new here, welcome. This is who I am. Hot pink Jen. I am your biggest champion. I am the self-appointed #1 champion of midlife women, and I'm a cheerleader for all women. So if you're new to the show, I'm so happy that you're here. And I just want everyone to know that I'm turning up the volume a little bit from here on forward. You're going to see the cover art change. It's going from a little bit of a subtle pink to pink, 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 pink. And that is so everyone can find me because I am on a mission to empower over 1 million midlife women. And so the pinker I am, I think I'm going to jump out at you and you're going to see me whether you like it or not. And that's great because I need all of us out there to hear the message, you're not too fucking old to do whatever the fuck you want. That is me. That is who I am. And I'm basically just cranking it up 50 notches to bring you all the most incredible women that are not only entrepreneurs. I will still be bringing on entrepreneurs, but all the women that are going to come on from this point forward are all going to be to inspire us, to give us courage, to educate us, and to help us step into who we are to live our very best midlife. And that means something different for everyone. I have a very huge vision for what I want to do because you all know me, I'm out there being your cheerleader and I want to take this message big and spread it to the world. Some of you might just go, I don't want to do any of that, Jen, but I want to tap into who I am. I want to come back to me. I've for so long been momming, or I've been a wife, or I have just been, a slave to my career. And I really want to come back to me. You're in the right place. We are going to go deep and explore that too. I'm also going to be bringing on experts to help us tap back into who we are. We're going to help re-explore all the wonderful nuances that is a midlife woman. So I just really can't wait. I'm so excited for the guests that I've got booked. I've got my eyes on some big prize guests to bring on, all for the help or all for the sake of bringing you what you need to make a pivot, to step back into who you are, to start a side hustle, to reignite parts of you that might, have been dimmed. All of it. We're all going to do this together. And I'm so excited. Before I go on, because I want to share with you today my top 10 learnings from starting this podcast. But before I go on, I need to give a special shout out to my podcast team. They are the ones working tirelessly behind the scenes, making this podcast sing. And that is Alicia Galati at Galati Media. She runs this wonderful podcast company. She has been with me since day one, since day zero, because there was so much work going into this to get this puppy off the ground. And so a lot of the behind the scenes don't get any credit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why did that just go? Sorry, quit. Just got it like some type of thing. Okay. So the behind the scenes crew never gets the credit that they deserve. So if you want to start a podcast, I highly recommend reaching out to Alicia and her team, and they'll help get you started. So I'm linking her information in the show notes, never fear. But Alicia, Jessica, and the team, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I could not have done this without you. There is just no way in hell I could have done this alone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies. Okay. I also want to give a shout out to my coach, Jen Spiegel. Because if it wasn't for her kicking me in the ass to get me to go, I wouldn't be here sitting at 100 episodes. I'm going to talk more about that support in just a little bit, but she was integral. She was integral to my journey and to me stepping into this hot pink person that you see me now banging the drum of midlife women rock and female empowerment. Full stop. I knew I had something in me and she helped extract it. So Jen, thank you from the bottom of my heart for believing in me and seeing that I had something to say and helping me basically jump off the proverbial cliff to get this podcast going, because it has been one of the greatest joys of my life to do this. So thank you. I bring all this up and I'm saying all these shout outs to everyone for two reasons. One, to let you all know that I don't do this alone. Okay. None of us, nobody you see out there doing anything big is doing it alone. I do a lot of stuff alone, but there's these really big bits that I don't do alone. And that's what I'm all about here, is sort of uncovering and unpacking and always sharing my best advice and tips and tricks and tools for all of you to understand and know what it takes to do some of these big things. Because the last thing I want you all to think is that, oh gosh, this is so easy and you just wake up and you put on a podcast or you go plan an event or this or that. We're going to go into a lot of this new 100 episodes, sort of peeling back the layers. And I'm committing to all of us, to you, to myself, to showing up even more for you in different ways. And that's going to be in the form of programs. I'm writing a book. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff that you're going to be hearing about in the coming weeks and months. And I'm so excited because I want to give you all the tools that I used to pivot, to change my life, and to put me on a path that I wake up going, I am blessed to be doing this work. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. If it all stopped tomorrow, I knew that every day I've put my all into every single day in order to serve all of you. So stay tuned for that. All right. So let's get to the meat. I want to share my top 10 takeaways and what I've learned from recording 100 podcast episodes. Number one, you'll never feel ready, but do it anyway. Do it messy and just go. Start something new, muster the courage, and just get going. That's what I did, and that's what you need to do. Number two, support yourself with awesome support systems. Support comes from coaches, masterminds, accountability groups with friends, and it's imperative. To do new things, you're going to need new people and new support systems. Number three, you're going to make people uncomfortable. It happens when you step out into who you want to be and who you really are. And that's okay, because it's not about you, it's about them. You are going to become a mirror for what's possible, and people close to you who haven't taken action on what they want to do are going to feel resistance towards what you're doing, and they might try to talk you out of it. Don't listen, keep going, and don't have hard feelings against anyone. It's just their own fear for what they want to do or to keep you safe. And that's the only reason they're doing it. They love you, bless and release, and move on. You've got things to do. Number four, you've got to do the work. It takes an incredible amount of work to produce and promote a weekly podcast. I am not going to lie. I'm not sugarcoating that. And like I said, I have a team helping me, and it's still an incredible amount of work. But I love what I'm doing, and it's a joyful process. And so as I'm doing all this hard work, I come back to joy. And if I'm feeling joy doing what I'm doing, then I'm going to keep it going. But it does take a lot of work. Number five, Know your why. I always return to my why when I get ready for interviews and do these solo episodes. I do all that I do to support you. I want to save you the time, the trauma, and the drama of all the stuff I've gone through and tried and tested, and to give you the courage to take action. So I come back to my why every day. If I feel disconnected or I feel overwhelmed, I come back to my why, which is you. And then I get back on my horse and get cranking. Number 6, shoot for the stars. As with anything, have stretchy goals. This is how I've asked celebrities and well-known, really busy entrepreneurs to be on the show. The worst thing that can happen is that they say no. Nobody's going to die. I didn't die. Somebody said no or didn't respond to me. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Most have said yes. And I'm not going to stop reaching out to bring on my dream guests, all because I want to help you. Number 7, your friends and family won't listen to your podcast. That's what I realized. And guess what? It's okay. Like anything, I've learned to have zero expectations of those closest to me. And that has allowed wonderful new people to enter my world, like all of you. We often place way too much pressure on the people that are closest to us. And it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time to think about what people aren't doing for you. And instead, focus on the people that you have in your focus on the people that you have in your world and who are showing up. Focus on those, the people that are showing up. So just release all expectations of the ones closest to you, and you're going to be okay. Number 8, you can't care what people think. You all know this is my number one piece of advice, but I wasn't always this girl. I'm a sensitive empath, and I care a lot about what people think. So it's a really big practice for me to detach from caring what the masses think. Because if you don't, you're never going to do anything that has any meaning. Remember, nobody in the history of time who ever had an opinion about anything is not going to be liked by everyone. So just know it, and it's going to be okay. And when you release that, it sets you free to do whatever you want. So stop caring what people think. Practice, practice, practice. Number 9, you'll meet the most incredible women. I'm inspired by every single woman that I interview. Every single one. I never thought that I'd start a podcast and end up with fabulous new friends. I'm connected to women all across the country and actually all across the world because of this podcast. And also me deciding to step into what I'm meant to do. It's one of the greatest joys of doing this work. I've made so many dear friends through this podcast, and I feel incredibly blessed. Number 10, you can do anything you put your mind to doing. Anything, ladies, anything. I'm going to say it. I'm fucking proud of myself. Okay? I need to claim that, as I want you also to celebrate your wins and be proud of who you are. I'm a huge fan of visualization. As you know, I sat with myself at the beginning of this whole journey and visualized myself doing it. I closed my eyes. I saw myself behind the mic. I saw myself interviewing women. I saw myself getting women excited. I saw myself serving you. And here we are, 100 podcasts later. And I've been able to interview celebrities. I've done live podcast recordings at events, and I'm just getting started. So imagine what's possible for you. So I want to encourage all of you to do the same. Think big and just know you can do anything you put your mind to doing. That's my 10, ladies. I am just so excited to be here with you. episode 100. Woohoo, let's go. I plan on celebrating all day. There's going to be a little pomp and circumstance. So make sure you're following me on social media at Jen Marples. There might be some surprises thrown out there for everyone. And I just want all of you to take a little bit of this celebration and excitement that I'm feeling into your life, because you can do it. This is why I'm doing everything I'm doing. Like I said, it's so you know you can do it. I'm 53. I've got to say it again. I'm 53. I'm not too fucking old to do whatever the fuck I want. And neither are you. So take that energy today and go take one step forward towards something that you want. And stick around. I want you to be here for the next 100 episodes. They're going to be amazing. They're going to help you. They're going to inspire you, educate you, inform you, and give you the courage to do whatever the hell you want to do. So, ladies, I will leave you with the tagline that just got trademarked for this podcast. You're not too fucking old. I love you all, and I can't wait to be with you for the next 100 episodes of the Jen Marples Show. Have a beautiful day.